right, Steph, thank you so much. With another 346 new COVID cases reported in Toronto yesterday, the city's chief medical officer of health warning numbers could soon skyrocket if we don't get our act together.
There is nothing to prevent COVID-19 from catching fire here except the choices we make.
Dr. Eileen Davila says she is sure the upward climb of cases is not over. We have seen more than 300 plus new cases for the past 2 days, with Tuesday's tally of 327 new infections. Dr. Davila recognizes that people are tired, they're frustrated living in these times right now, but now is not the time to give up, she says. And she's urging people to as well go get a flu shot as soon as you can. The city's successful CafeTO program may be extended into the winter months to try and help boost the very struggling restaurant industry.
There will be continuing regulations that affect these patios from the standpoint of health and safety, so they don't turn into what amounts to indoor spaces of a different kind with poor ventilation, for example, and there will be some safety factors involved. But I think what we've now done is taken away the red tape and taken away some of the fees in order to make it as easy as possible for people to explore this option.
So right now, indoor dining not allowed as the city is under a modified stage 2. But yesterday, council cleared the way to allow restaurants to continue to run outdoor spaces to the maximum extent possible, as long as proper health guidelines are followed. If approved, the CafeTO program will be extended to mid-April. Toronto, Peel, and 2 other regions are in the midst of stage 2 partial reopening. Brampton's mayor is hopeful it won't be extended for everyone's sake.
For the indoor dining establishments I had gone to in Peel region, they were doing their job. I hope going forward that after this 28 days, as long as the COVID cases remain stable, that they'll be able to reopen.
All right, we continue to watch various outbreaks that are happening across the city at a number of hospitals, and we want to bring you this, a live look. Actually, we'll bring you that outbreak at a different hospital in just a little bit. This is a live look now outside the St. Regis Hotel on Bay Street in Toronto, where it's going to be at 11 this morning that laid-off hospitality workers will rally for financial support. The union representing hotel, food service, and laundry workers feel they are not benefiting from money given to the hotel industry. They also fear that they're going to be laid off permanently. Obviously, a major concern here. Now, the outbreak I was speaking of, the 4th Toronto Hospital declaring this within their facility. We're talking about Scarborough General Hospital, saying that a half dozen patients have tested positive for the virus. A section of the hospital known as CP4 Inpatient Medicine has been closed to visitors. None of the staff have reportedly tested positive. Okay, a lot to discuss here happening in Toronto. We're talking hospital outbreaks, restaurants, economic recovery, flu shots, all of it. How do we flatten the curve? We're going to put all of these questions to Toronto Mayor John Tory. He's going to join us live just after 7 o'clock. The Toronto van attack suspect set to make a virtual court appearance today as his trial nears. Alec Manassian facing 10 counts of first-degree murder and 16 counts of attempted murder in the 2018 rampage. The trial by judge, which was postponed because of the pandemic, begins November 9th. The court is still working on how to hold it with strict COVID rules, limiting courtrooms to just 10 people. A Crown attorney has said it may be held over Zoom so that families and the public could watch from other courtrooms. Well, ahead of Remembrance Day, the Canadian Legion has announced a new donation box that keeps COVID safety at top of mind. Have a look at this. Okay, so Canadians can tap their credit card or mobile phone, and it's going to automatically make a $2 donation to the Legion. 200 of these electronic boxes will be distributed across Canada, while 25,000 traditional boxes will still be made available. Legion masks are also available if you want to purchase one of those. The funds will go toward helping Canadian veterans and their families. Well, this is a big sigh of relief in Ottawa. There will be no snap election after the Liberals survived yesterday's confidence vote with support from the NDP, Green, and Independent MPs.
Yeas pour 146, 146. Nays contre 180, 180.
I declare the motion defeated.
The motion, which the government declared a confidence issue, would have formed a special committee to investigate pandemic spending and the WE scandal. New Democrats saying they will still push for the ethics committee to investigate the ordeal, but they wanted to avoid a pandemic election at all costs.
Given the severity of the second wave that we're in right now, given the worries and fears about what that means for our seniors and for so many people, we want to focus on getting the help that people need. That's the right thing to do right now.
This is exactly the kind of hyper-partisan behavior that does nothing for people in Canada who so desperately need the help and attention of their elected officials.
Meantime, Conservative leader Erin O'Toole is slamming the Liberals, accusing them of threatening a snap election over a motion that they disagreed with. Meantime, Liberals say they intend to go ahead with their own committee to probe pandemic spending. Details are still going to be worked out. All right, a lot of politics happening south of the border with less than 2 weeks until the U.S. presidential election. Intelligence officials are warning Iran and Russia are trying to interfere. We're going to tell you what those countries are being accused of doing at 6:30, and then at 7:30, we take a look ahead to the debate before November the 3rd. That is coming up.